to be with you tonight. Popping on just a few minutes for 7. That gives me a chance to make sure that everything looks great. I am still practicing like going live on YouTube, and the biggest thing is like learning the whole scheduling. So like you schedule something, and I feel like you schedule something and then you're like just trying to connect is like, oh, this is the third time. So I'm hoping I look great. I'm going to check my settings and make sure I can see myself here. Oh, I can see myself, and I see that it looks good on my end here. So let's just move that over. So welcome. My name is Anne Granger, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester in Canada. And I'm excited to be with you guys tonight. Well, first of all, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. And welcome to the start of our new January to April mini catalog. Oh my gosh, so many fun things. Let me just, I'm just going to view the camera here, and I want to make sure that I'm look good. If you are here and watching me live, please say hi. Tell me where you're from, and if someone can let me know how the view looks. I want to make sure that the view looks straight and that everything is good, because I don't want to do a video where you guys are crooked or I'm crooked. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, and if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. So as I said, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Canada, and welcome to the Stamp with Anne community. I am so excited to be with you. It has been a while, but I'm finally happy to be back in my craft room, aka my happy place, creating and getting used to all the, I'm just trying to find myself here, getting used to all the ins and outs. So, yeah, I'm excited. So, first of all, in the world of Stampin' Up, oh my gosh, so how much has happened since Monday. I feel like, I feel like there's a lot we need to catch up on. First of all, the new January to April catalog started, and I'm so happy I finally get to show it to you. It is gorgeous. This new catalog goes from, started yesterday, January 6th, and goes to May 4th. And it is filled with beautiful new product. I cannot wait to share some of these ideas with you throughout the next 4 months. If you live here in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, please let me know and I will pop one of these in the mail for you. I would love to help you out. But if you're working with a demonstrator, hey, work with them, because that's the best thing that you can do. So the January to April catalog started. Our new January online exclusives was released, and I'm super excited to tell you that this is what I'm showcasing tonight. I am showcasing the lovely Blossom Suite, and I have such sad news. I was on our inventory list tonight. I always go through it daily just to be like, hey, what's on it? And the lovely Blossom, lovely Rangeman stamp set is already sold out. Let me just think. I think I might need to just move you up a little bit. I think I just move it up a bit there. Let me know if that is better for you guys to see. Oh yeah, that's a little better. It is already out. That tells you how popular that stamp set is, and it only started yesterday. Not to worry, they have more coming back in the warehouse in the next few weeks. So this will be a great time for you to see the products. I'm going to show you the products individually tonight. We're going to create 4 cards, and I have some other samples to share with you. Now, if you wanted to learn how a scrapbook page, I did that on Monday night, and that video is already up on YouTube, and it's already linked on my blog. So the best way to find out what is happening in my studio is to follow me on my blog, because I always link everything back to the hub, which is my blog, and to sign up for my newsletters, because you're the first ones on Monday morning to find out what my product of the week is. Plus, you get a recap on Sunday of all the videos we did and projects, so it's one stop looking for you. You don't have to go look through blogs. You can just look that email, and all is good. If someone is here, can you just please let me know how the screen looks and that if it looks straight? I just want to make sure. Also started is with you place a $100 order here in Canada. You get the new product of the month, which is a stamp set called Fabulous Sayings. I have an order coming tomorrow I kind of expedited it. And I will be able to show you that stamp set next week. So that is while supplies last. Plus, if you spend 60 or more here in Canada during the month of January till January 6th to February 2nd, you will earn bonus day coupons that you can spend in February. So honestly, it's a great deal to shop. And I'm sure we all got some money over the holidays that we're looking to maybe spend on crafting supplies, but hey, I get it. Life is crazy right now and you might need to use that money for something else. But don't forget to treat yourself something too. And stamping is the best way to escape life and everything. So before we begin, if you follow me, you know I'm a huge chocolate person. So I have a little mixture of everything in here. I have mint smoothies, I have Lindt, I have Hershey Kisses, Hershey. It's just, yeah, it's my happy place. That's what I do. I come into my happy place, aka my craft room, my stamp studio. I listen to music and I enjoy some chocolate while I create. Truly best medicine out there. All right, so let's dive in. So this week I am showcasing the Lovely Blossom Suite, but I'm focusing on the Lovely Arrangement Bundle and the Lovely Blossom DSP. It's a lot of lovely. So let's dive in and show you this. This is the bundle. So it's the Lovely Arrangement Bundle, which comes with the stamp set and the dies. If you are new to Stampin' Up, or maybe you have been, you know, just feeling like you're going to get back into the crafting world, this is the way our packaging is now coming. Before we used to have like a CD case. Stampin' Up has changed that. We are going to these sleek designs, and as you can see, it's not bulky, so it's going to take up less space on your shelf, which means you have more room to purchase things. All since November 2025, moving forward, all of our stamp sets will be photopolymer. So this is the Lovely Arrangement, and I'm going to tell you that I was gifted this suite back in the fall to create some projects for a demonstrator event here in Mississauga with our DDM of Canada. And when I first got it, I was like, oh my God, flowers. Like, what am I going to do with this? I had to really sit on it and think about it. And I was like, okay, let's just start with doing, like, if I was doing a Facebook Live, let's like create all my materials. And then I started playing with it and I fell in love with it. I love the paper. I'm on my third pack because as a demonstrator, we get to pre-order. That's how much I love the product. And I said to the at the event, and I also said it in my Monday video, I am so glad I got this set because, you know, things look different than in a piece of paper. So it's a great way to look at it. So let's just show you, I gave you a little tip. Moving forward, all of our things, our photopolymers are going to come like this. So you get like this clear plastic in here and you're going to peel that off. So what I did was I took my Memento ink, just like this, inked it up, and then I flipped it onto a piece of basic white. And when I did that, I have the images. So you might have remembered in our old stamp cases, Stampin' Up had a sheet inside that showed you where the images go. If you're like me and who likes to see that, then this is what you're going to want to do as a tip. If you don't care, that's great. But for me who does classes, I like to know where my stamps go so that when I'm cleaning up, I'm be like, oh, I have it or I'm missing it. It's better to find it that night than 3 weeks down the road when you go to use a stamp. So that's just a tip. As I said, it's a great little storage. So that is the stamp set. It's called Lovely Arrangements and it goes with a bundle. And then this is the bundle. So your dies now come in this type of sheet instead of the old plastic. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep my dies in this way. I'm old school. I've been doing this for over 18 and a half years. My brain goes this way. So for now, I'm going to use it this way until I figure out what way I really want to go. Whether I get magnetic sheets to go in here. I know some demonstrator friends who are doing that. But I have all these, so I'm going to use it. So these are the Lovely Arrangement dies. And as you can see, some of them coordinate with this stamp set. So let me just kind of did, oh, mamma mia. Anyways, it's kind of like playing Tetris. You got to like figure it out. But I'll show you a tip later when I do that. So that one does that one. This does the leaf. And then this does this one here. What I really like about this is it has some really great greetings. So this die here fits label, fits these ones. this one, all the big bold ones, but then there's a little one that actually fits, oops, where'd that go? These right here. So it's kind of like you got two labels in one. I saw a card where someone used this in vellum to make it look like a lattice behind on a fence. It was really pretty. So these are our dies. So that is the bundle. And as I said, the stamp set is currently not available. It will be back at towards the end of January. So if there's things you like in this suite, I would suggest you purchase them or you can wait. Either way, if you like what we're doing tonight, you're going to want to get those cards. Okay, let me just, so also in this suite, let me show you the dies so that they look like when they're cut out so you can see them. Sometimes seeing them out on a piece of paper really makes a difference than just looking at them on a magnetic sheet. So as you can see, this is a fun die. I thought this would be like a fun little lattice too. And then here's yours. So it's a lovely arrangement die. This is what it's called. So put that there. The neat thing about this, I'll go to the ribbon. So this suite comes with ribbon. This is called Cloud Cover, and it's 5/8 of an inch. It's beautiful, easy to work with. And a tip I use a little paper clip, a binder clip to hold my ribbon in place. So when I sit it on my shelf, I don't have all these loose strands. I just have a nice little roll that I can pull out. Also in this suite is these gorgeous matted dots. They're called Moody Palette Glossy Dots. White, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, and Secret Sea. And I have to tell you, I would not have paired these three colors together, but these three colors together are gorgeous. I can't stop using Cloud Cover and Secret Sea. Those two colors came out as part of our 2025 in colors. I really hope that Stampin' Up will add them to their color collection families down the road. That's how much I really like them. All right, also in this suite, and we're going to use this tonight, is the Lovely Stripes embossing folder. Lots of lovely, so you just got to remember that. Lovely arrangement, lovely blossoms, and lovely stripes. And this is what that DSP does. It's really, really pretty, just like that. So you got that little bit of like stitched look, but super, super nice. So we're going to be using that. So let me put that over here. Now, the neat thing about this paper, it is 12 by 12, and you get 12 sheets, but 2 of your sheets look like this. I left it like this tonight because I wanted to show you what it looked like, and then we're going to cut it up as you go. These are 4 by 6s, these are 3 by 4s, and these are 2 by 2s. So you could use these in our pocket page albums, which are our 6 by 8 pocket pages. You can use these in scrapbook albums. You can use these in cards. So this paper is very, very versatile. So you have that on one side and then you have that. But as I said, it's really, really pretty. So here is the rest of the patterns. This one is my favorite. I love how the Secret Sea just pops out of that paper. And then Old Olive is on the other side. Love this pattern too, and then how the softness of Petal Pink on that side. And then this is really nice too. So this pattern here is what you see right here. I just used this little small one to show you what that looked like. All right, so tonight we are going to create 4 cards. Now, these 4 cards are part of my class to go. So I'm going back to, did a lot of soul searching over the time break to figure out what I wanted, how I wanted to move forward in my business. And I really liked it when I was doing 2 videos. So a Monday night video that focuses on scrapbooking and a Wednesday night video that focuses on card making. I feel you're either one or the other, or you can be a little bit of both. And that is okay, because I started out as a scrapbooker. That's how I found Stampin' Up, was a scrapbooker. And then I didn't, and then as I got into scrapbooking, I got into card making, and now I do both. So how this is going to work, I am going to show you 4 cards tonight. You can earn the card pack for, let me restart that over. I am going to create 4 cards, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. We are going to walk you through them. To get the kit, if you live here in Canada, you can get the kit as part as, let me start that over. You can get the card kit to go if you place an order in my online store, easiest way is to go to www.stampinUp.com, click shop now. And then what you're going to do is, if you live here in Canada, I will mail you the card kit that we are going to do tonight. Now, the only thing I can't do is I can't stamp images. So you're either going to want to get the lovely arrangement stamp set when it comes available, or you're going to want to, I'm just trimming this down to a card front. Our card fronts are 5 1/4. So I'm just kind of going there and just making sure. Okay. And then I can send that to you. So let me just do this up first, and then I will show you what our card kits look like. So in a card kit, you would get all the supplies you need to create the cards. You would get the DSP, you would get the die cutting, you would get the embellishments, the ribbon. The only thing I can't do is send stamped images. That is against Stampin' Up policy, and I would get in some trouble, so I'm not going to do that. So here is the kit. So what I would do is I would package this kit up. I would mail it to you if you live here in Canada. And then I'm going to send you a PDF that gives you the instructions to make the 4 cards, plus all the supplies, the measurements in case you wanted to make more. And then you're going to get a link to this video. So it's kind of like you got the PDF and the video to help you put the cards together. If you would like this card kit to be mailed to you, you can place an order in my online store before Sunday night, January, oh my gosh, I think it's the 11th at midnight. So that is when this card kit is done. So I'm going to create these 4 cards with you, and I have some other samples to share with you. So let's dive in and start creating. We're going to start with this one, and I will give you some measurements. I'm not going to give you all because that is something you would get in the PDF. Our card bases are always 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. This is the one I tend to use the most. You're going to hear my puppy barking because my daughter is coming home, and I can hear him. So this is Secret C. We have a base that is a layer that I always do. I like to go down in 1/4 inches, so this would be 5 by, and I need to cut this a little bit more. Sorry, puppy barking, lost my thinking process here. All right, let me just, sometimes I just like to trim off little pieces as we go. There we go. And then, oh, that kind of, and here we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for, I'm going to wait to do that one in a bit. All right, so let's go ahead. I still don't have any of my adhesives. I'm waiting for refills to come back in. Let me just make sure I did this right. Oh, look at that. I cut it shorter than what I needed. Ay, ay, ay. That's why we don't cut things. I wonder if I could just, it's okay. You know what? We're going to improvise. Let me, I'm going to do, you know what? We're going to use this one. I'm going to show you this one. Just to show you here. Puppy distracted me. We'll blame it on the puppy, right? Oh, we can just blame it on the crazy of the day. It was a busy day today. Oh, it's just kind of like that. All right. So I'm actually going to make a card with the other pattern so you can see it, and then that will show you. It'll still look, I think, pretty, but then you can see what the 2 look like. Okay, so yeah, let's go down and put that down. I'm using Tombow glue. So if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I know this time of night can be very busy. And I know some people like to watch it quickly and then go back and watch it later. And hey, that's okay too. Sometimes I don't watch videos till on the weekend. Actually, sometimes I watch videos when I'm in my room working. I'll put in some of the videos from my demonstrator friends and watch what they're doing. Okay, let me just bring this card in so you can see what we're doing. So there is that. I've already die cut out the label for us just to kind of save us some time. So we're going to stamp Hello Friends. So let me grab the stamp set. And we'll grab a block. And we're going to use Hello Friend. All right, we are going to stamp in Secret C because that is one of the colors. So when I sit down to design my cards, I actually pull my colors from the designer series paper. That is the one thing I have to say I really liked about Stampin' Up. When I was scrapbooking when I first started, I found it so frustrating because I would go buy things and never use it. Now I actually use what I buy because I know that if I pick out this pattern paper, which is called the Lovely Blossoms, that everything is going to coordinate. All right, we are just going to, I have a little bit of tape, I think, on my tape runner. I'm waiting for seals to come back in stock. We are going to pull in that ribbon, and I'm going to bring in my paper snips, and we're just going to cut a little piece of ribbon. And we're just going to put this here like this. And then we're just going to put that there. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just literally making sure the right way. Okay, so here's my words are going this way. I'm going to flip it. And I'm just going to literally go like that and make like a little, like kind of like a little courage bow. A little bow. Okay. Oh, just gonna cut that off there. Oh, we got a little string in there. Okay, so I always use just one pair of scissors for cutting ribbon. These are our paper snips. We used to sell them, but unfortunately the manufacturer is not making them anymore, so Stampin' Up! Is currently in the process of trying to find some other ones. So I would just suggest using ribbon for one of your scissors, so that way you get nice clean cuts. Otherwise you're going to get like the fray look. All right, so let's pull this card in. I feel a little better now. I feel more relaxed. And I'm just going to put that right there. Crafting really does relax you. Okay, let's bring in those dots. Well, let me find those here. And I'm going to go with, let me see here. I might pull in the Secret C just because we have, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this out. So I am using my favorite tool, which is our Take a Pick tool. I'm going to, nope, won't pick that up. Use this here. And I'm going to put 2 up here. So as I said to you at the beginning, I would not have paired Secret C, Cloud Cover, and Old Olive together, but it really does look nice. Let me show you our first card. And move some stuff out of the way. So there is our first card. So simple and easy. So you can see how I use those 4x6 pockets and just cut 4x4. Oh my gosh, give me a minute. Let me just recollect myself. 4x6 designs and cut them down to make a card front. So there's our first card. Super cute and beautiful. You can see how I love how they did like the Secret C and the veins are cloud cover. It really does just pop that pattern out. But I also think that that is super elegant too. So these are like, if you're looking for quick and easy cards, this would be a great one. Okay, so that's card number 1. Let's go to card number 2. So this was a card that I actually designed back in December. I had a team party for a team get together for my team. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. I think I need some chocolate. A team get together, and we were going to do a bingo, a hot cocoa cookies and bingo event. And I was so looking forward to it, and Mother Nature decided that she should make some snow squalls. And I live like out of town, so I just didn't feel comfortable. We ended up switching to online. But this was one of the projects that I made to show them this beautiful suite, because I felt like if I was on the edge about the suite, I needed to show them what they could do with it. There's that paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Love, love, love. And then there's the green. And then here's the other one I really like. And that. So we are going to do, I'm going to first do this. Let's pull in. So we're going to pull in the 2 3/8 circle punch. So this is the card we're creating. Super cute. I love sketches, so sometimes when I sit down to create, I find a sketch, and this was, I think, a global design sketch, so I really liked it, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be fun. That's a great way to show off the pattern. We're going to emboss in a minute, but let's cut these out. So we're going to cut out a pink circle, so a petal pink circle, and I'll just put that here, and then that can go, actually we'll save that because that's a good piece of paper. Then I'm going to cut out one of these. And then we're going to cut out another one, but we're actually going to use the green side of things. So I am using a 2 3/8 circle punch, which is a great size for cutting circles, as you can see. And we're just going to set this aside. And I've already cut out a label for it, just so we know. So let me just move this off to the side here. And I'm going to bring in our big Stampin' Cut and Die machine. This one is the big boss. This is the one that does the big job of our embossing folders. As you can see, this embossing folder is a very thick embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder. So you need our big machine to do that. So what you're going to use is you're going to use plate 1, your embossing folder. We're going to put our paper in. Now, we've got to be really careful because my paper is going vertically, up and down. I want to make sure that I put it in that way. I wouldn't want to put it this way because if I did, my lines would go this way. I want my lines to go up and down with the way the card design goes. We're going to put that in, and then we're just going to roll it through, and like this. Oh my gosh, and pull that out. I'm going to move this off the side because we will need that again. But for now, let's do this. And pull this. Oh gosh, be very careful. And there you go. We have that beautiful paper. Be very careful when you pull it off. You don't want to rip it. All right, let's pull this in. Let's bring in our circles and let's bring in our cards so we can create. We are going to, what I like to do is put our circles down first just to make sure I have enough room. I don't want to like put it down and then be like, oh, it's off the paper or it's too far up or too far down. So I am happy with that. So let's, oh my gosh, my space tonight is messy, big. And okay, so we're gonna glue this one down. So he's gonna go right here. Then we're just gonna check to make sure that one is good. Yep. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I just love those flowers. They almost look like lilies of the valley. But I could be wrong. They could be little primroses too. Do you love to garden? Do you like to get your hands dirty? I love to garden. I find it very relaxing and soothing. But my back does not like to garden. No, not at all. So I get to have someone help me, and then I admire my gardens. So it won't be long now when we'll be planning out what we're doing in our gardens, and the sunshine will be shining. And oh my gosh, it's been dark and gloomy here. It's been rainy. It's been foggy. It's been crazy. Freezing rain, like you name it, we've had it in the last couple days, except for sun. I have not seen sun in a while. All right, so let's put that down. And then we're going to bring that stamp back in. And the Hello Friend. I just thought the Hello Friend was a good one. My goal this year is to send some more cards out. And I thought this would be a nice one to send to some, like a friend, and just say, hello friend. Just let you know I'm thinking of you. How fun would that be to go to the mailbox and get a card in the mail instead of like flyers or bills or other things? It's just that much fun. It's just way better. All right, so let's bring in our pop-up dots. We're going to pop that up. And go like that. Put that there, and then we're going to bring in those dots, and we're actually going to use the cloud cover one this time. I like to use 3 to 5 dots, and if I do, you'd like to do odd numbers. Things. Oh my gosh, why don't this be picked up? There we go. And then I'll put like 2 and then 1. They say you should do it like it's like a triangle because it draws the eyes to those. So there you go. That is our second card for tonight. Lori says, I like the circles on the secret D. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining tonight. Thank you. I feel like it just pops the card. The colors pop off the secret C, as I think is what I want to say. So that is card number 2. Let's go on to card number 3. So card number 3 also uses the 4x6 little card fronts, and I'm actually going to check what size I made it. So I actually did 3.5 by 5. So I'm gonna leave that there. So let me just remind me what I did. All right, so let's show you the third card we're gonna make. So using basic white, and then we're going to use Secret C. So I really stuck with that Secret C color, the cloud cover, the old olive. We're gonna use that 4x6 pocket page. So we're gonna cut that down. Maybe I already cut that to be the right size. Nope, we're gonna do that a little bit more. And then I already have the die, and we're gonna do that. So before we do this, let's measure this up. And I think I said it is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So let's do that first. So 3.5. Let's see. Let's just do a little trimming on both sides. That way it looks centered. It's not one off than the other. And I said 4 3/4. I'm going to take it from here, do a little there, and then a little one up here. All right, so that should be the same size. Perfect, okay. Now we're going to bring back in our big die cutting machine. So we're going to emboss this again. So let me put that away. I'll leave that now. And let's bring this in. Okay. I'm going to bring in that lovely stripes embossing folder. So these products are all available now. They are part of the January online exclusives. The only thing that is not available is the lovely arrangement stamp set. So that's how popular that stamp set was. It sold out in one day. Crazy. Like I said, I wouldn't have picked this out. But the more I played with it, the more I fell in love with it. And the more I had been showing it to my team and customers, because I really want you guys not to... And I think the flowers in this set are like really versatile, that you can use them for a lot of different things. Okay, so let's just peel this off very slowly, because we don't want to rip the there. So let's just put that over here. Let's fold our card. And we're just going to use our bone folder and crease the edges. That helps keep our paper flat. Let's go ahead and we're going to, like I like to assemble here, and then we'll do put it on the card after. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I would love to know, what kind of cards do you send or make? Do you do birthday cards, thank you cards, hello friend cards, sympathy cards? Sympathy cards are hard to make. I just ordered a stamp set, and it also is not available. So once it becomes available, I'm going to show it to you, because I was looking through placing my order last night. I was trying to think of what I wanted to showcase, and I was like, that would be a really nice set to showcase, because I think the sayings are beautiful to help, let a friend know or a family member know you're thinking of them as they go through a difficult time. So I'm excited to share that to you. Have that embossing folder on the way. Can't wait. Oh, Lori, you are going to love that embossing folder. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's get that greeting out. Now we're going to switch the greeting. So here's like showing you why I like to stamp those images, because I know that I can put it like this way and put it on my paper, and it's going to match perfectly. So we're going to do the one, what did I use? I think I used always, yeah. We're going to use the one that says always here for you. Actually, that would be a nice card to send to a friend to let them know that you're thinking of them. Need a bigger block. If they're going through something, I think that would be a really nice way just to be like, hey, I'm here if you need me, kind of thing. Or you know what, just to send them across the miles and say, here, I'm thinking of you. Once again, using that Secret C color. Secret C for me is like my new go-to black. It's definitely lighter than black, but darker than Night and Navy. So it's kind of like in between. kind of like, I feel like you're down in the deep sea. Lori says, definitely send birthday cards and cards to friends. Yes, I have been, Lori is a friend and on my team, and I love when I get cards from Lori. It brightens my day. She does beautiful work. All right, so let's glue this down. So if you ever want to join my team, our Stamp to Create Stampers, we would love to have you. We are a big group of ladies who love to craft together, hang out together. We have a lot of fun together. All right, we are using the white twine. This is part of the Baker Twine Essential. And you get white, black, vanilla, and, oh, what's the other color? I think it's gray. No, can't think of the other color. White, black, very vanilla. I want to say it's like, oh, maybe it's like a crumb cake. That might be it, like a creamy color. All right, so, but I'm going to have to order more because I'm almost out of white. All right, so let's just pile this up here. Oh my gosh. So I like to just kind of play with my bow, get it where I want it. And then I will use my scissors, once again using those ribbon scissors to cut off my piece. Don't throw your bow in the garbage, Ann. All right. Bring in my glue dots. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's just move this out of the way. And here, I'm just gonna twist that. And that we're going to use a glue dot. So the glue dots are on this side. So what I like to do is just kind of put my glue dot down. So like that. And then I pull it off to go like that. And then there. Okay. So let's bring in those beautiful glossy dots. And we're going to, oh, look at that. Picked it up, the Secret Sea. Let's go opposite. Let's do two this way and one the other way. Okay. And there is our third card showcasing the lovely Arrangements bundle and the lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper. Trust me, it's one paper you would love to have. Isn't that beautiful? All right, our last card of the night, and then I have some samples to share with you. So this card, I actually was inspired by a layout that I saw from my friend Rose. So shout out to my friend Rose. Sometimes when I'm like scrolling, you know, Facebook at night or Instagram or social media, and I see a layout I like, I will save it so that when I go back, I will use it as a sketch. I really like to create my cards from sketches, because it's like a puzzle being waiting to be solved, but only with paper, ink, and stamps, and I love to do puzzles. So here's my card. This was also the second make and take that my team did at our team event in December. Love it that it's just cloud cover, but showcases that beautiful. We're gonna do a little bit of stamping tonight. So cloud cover is our base. Okay, put that there. I have a piece of Secret Sea for my layer. And then I have two pieces of Designer Series paper. I thought I would showcase that beautiful pattern with the pinks. So let's go ahead and adhere that down. Trust me, you're going to want to get multiples of this paper pack because it's so beautiful. As I said, I went through 3 packs already and need to order. I have a little bit left, but probably should order another one. All right, make sure that I, oops, yeah, no, this way. I'll make sure I put it this way. Oh, there. And I'm just gonna kind of offset it so that it's just show tipping the other one. I've already die cut out a Spotlight on Nature die, so let me show you those dies. These dies were part of a bundle last year. I think it was called Spotlight on Nature. The stamp set has retired, but the dies carried over. So I'm super excited because I'm a huge fan of anything stitched. And I just love the different configurations that they have on the dies. So these are 12 dies, and you will find these in our online store as they were a carryover. So I've already done that. So let's go ahead and just glue that down. And we'll just put that right there. And that way we can just now glue ahead this. I don't make a card that does not have either an embossing folder on it or, or a die. I just love my die cuts and embossing folders. I use them all the time. Nice, clean, and simple card, easy to make multiples. Yes, I think this would be a great pattern to have. Okay, so let's stamp that greeting for you again. I'm using that I'm always here for you. So I kind of went with that like friendship and just letting people know I'm here. And I actually thought this might be like, you know, just a nice card to send to somebody if they were, you know, just going through something. And I feel like everyone is going through something these days. All right, let me put this away. Let's close this up because we are done with that, I believe. So let me just close up and let me grab this and put our stamp away. Right like this. Okay, so there. And I'm going to bring in this stamp. And we're just going to set this here. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over. I actually have a leftover die sheet, die cut from the leaves. So what I did was I stamped the leaves in Old Olive, and then I used the die right here from the Lovely Arrangement dies to cut that out. So I already have that. We're going to save that, but I'm going to show you the stamp. So let me grab a piece of white here. I have a drawer, I have a desk, and in my drawer I have like little scraps of white. So we're gonna go grab some Memento ink because we are gonna do some coloring. So let's ink that up. All right, now I'm gonna go this way. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Let's put that away. Put this away, just so I have room on my desk. And we'll go ahead and put that in here. And then we'll just close this up. I would love to know if you have some of our new sleek die packaging and stamp set, how you like it. Maybe you haven't tried it yet, and maybe it's a good way to try it out. All right, so let me move this off, and I'm going to bring back in that die cutting machine. You know what? Actually, I'm going to grab my mini. It's just that much easier when you're doing a video. And I like the mini because that's so this is our mini. This is the Baby Boss. This is the one that does the real jobs. And I like it for when I'm die cutting, especially when I'm doing a video. All right, so we have that. We're going to bring in the Lovely Arrangement dies, and we're just going to set it. And I have to just, it's like Tetris. I have to figure this out. Nope. There we go. You know, I did a tip of showcasing which way it goes. Oh, this is the way. Nope. Give me a minute. Okay, there we go. I did it. It's like, so I did put a little black dot to help me, but oh my gosh, sometimes that little dot and arrangement is hard to do. Okay, so there's that. Let's run that through. Okay, now here's a tip. Always, you know, we as crafters will just pop that out, but don't forget to take out your dies. Don't ask me how I know. I've had to look through garbage cans, and that's not fun. So I'm trying to share with you tips as we go to help your crafting experience easier and not one that is crazy like mine some days. Okay, let's put this out of the way. Let me grab my stamping blends. All right, we are using cloud covered stamping blends. These are our stamping blends. They are alcohol markers that are meant for coloring and shading. If you don't think you're an artist and you don't love to color, these blends will change the way you view that. I love coloring with these. They make it so easy. You get 2 tips in one that is a nub and one that is like a brush. I actually have more control over this one than I do the brush. And there's so much you can do with them. So you get a dark and a light. There's no right or wrong. You can go dark to light, light to dark. I like to go dark, and what I'll do is highlight the little black lines that the concept artist put on the stamps. And I'll color in my middle. And then I'll just go this way. So there's that. And then I'll bring in my light. And then I'll just kind of, I like to go in little circles. And you know, it's okay to leave like little white spaces. Just like that. Alright, and then sometimes I'll just go back over. And then I might just go back over with the dark and add that little there we go. Alright, so let's put these away in my bin. I have a bin beside me that has like all the products that we use, so it's just easier for when I clean up. Alright, let's bring our card back in. So what we're going to do is we're going to find which way you like, and we're going to adhere that down. So I am going to use a little glue dot because I think that will be easier. And I'm going to put my glue dot kind of right here. And then we're going to put it just where I think I want it, just like that. And we're going to pop this flower up. Let's pop that up. So 2 dimensionals. And then there, and then we're going to just kind of like, we'll pop up the greeting. Pop that up. Down a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to bring in those dots. Once again, we're going to use the Secret C because I can't get enough of the Secret C color, as I'm sure you can figure that out by now. And we'll put 2 here. And 1 here. All right, so let me show you our last card that we made. I put that over there, put my glue in my holder, and there you go. There is our 4th card of the evening using the lovely arrangement stamp set and the lovely Blossom Designer Series paper. So let's bring back the 4 cards that we made. So this was card number 4, card number 3. I'll just kind of put them up like this so you can see. Card number 2 and card number 1. So just a recap, we use the Lovely Arrangements bundle with the Lovely Blossom Designer Series paper, which is part of the Lovely Blossom suite, which is now available in our online store under the online exclusives. The stamp set is currently not available. It's sold out between last night and today. But it will be back in stock in the next few weeks. So if you place an order in my online store from Monday, January 5th to Sunday, January 11th, I will send you the supplies to make these 4 cards. That is if you live here in Canada. For my international friends, you're like, hey, Anne, I really love those cards. I would love to get the measurements. The PDF will be available in my store by no later than early next week. So that is, and then you can stamp. So then I will send you the card kit. You'll get a letter from me. You'll get an email with the PDF, and you will also get an email with the video link so you can come back and watch it. This video tonight will process, and once it's done processing, I will upload it to my blog where I will show you the cards and then the video, and then if you purchase the card kit, you will, or the PDF, you will get all these instructions to make these 4 cards. let me show you some other samples that I did with this set, just to give you some ideas, because I know for myself, the more I see things made with it, the more that I might want to purchase it. So these are some of the samples that I created for that event that I told you that I did back in November in Mississauga. So I created this card. It's a fancy fold. Just wanted to show them how you can use different ideas and super cards tonight. Thanks, Lori. Just brought in the Spotlight on Nature dies, brought in the flowers. I used the little label with the little message, and brought in, once again, just stuck with those cloud covers in Secret Sea and Old Olive colors. And then you can write your message there. I actually was going through my cards, and I actually created a card the exact same. I used cloud cover, the exact same layout. The only pattern different was I used the boho vibes, and I was like, oh my gosh, that will actually work for this one. So I created this one using the little squares, because you always have little scraps. And I wanted to show them this is a great way to use your DSP scraps. And I just wrapped twine around it, brought in those dots, and I did a nice circle. This is, I believe this is a 2-inch circle. And it's just a nice little thank you card that you could give to somebody. Then I wanted to show them how you can take your scraps and create a stack, slice, and shuffle. Now, if you don't know what that is, search YouTube for stack, slice, and shuffle. You can even search here on my YouTube channel. I did a video back last year, I think, with Valentine's cards. I just used that same video and same pattern, and I switched it out to create these 3 cards. So the idea is you pick 3 patterns. So my patterns all went horizontally, and I used just the way you cut them and stack them and slice. So you stack, slice, stack, cut, no, stack, slice, and shuffle. That's what you do. So you stack them, you slice them, and you shuffle them. And it gets you 3 cards. And I brought in the, this is a punch. I can't remember the name of this punch right now. And then it makes these 3 cards. Super easy, great way to use your pattern paper, but a great way to make multiple cards at once, like massive cards if you needed to create a lot. You can easily switch this out to a birthday, a thank you greeting, whatever you want. So there's our 3 stack, slice, and shuffles. Then I wanted to show them some other ideas. So at my team event, I wanted to give them a little thank you. So this idea came from Julie, I think she's Sunny Stampin' Spot. She showed had a video on how to make these cute little cart things, and they're actually, no, I just closed mine with a dimensional, but they're actually little Hershey Nuggets, if I can get them up. And then what I did was I wrapped the DSP around the Hershey Nuggets. Let's show you here. So I did 3 in a pack, and I just took our DSP and wrapped them around to create this fun little gift for them to say thank you for coming to our team event in December. So that is a fun one. So just there, I'll just kind of close this back up so you can see that. So let me just, here, we'll just go like this for our cards. I know that's that way. We've got this, and we've got some Hershey Nuggets. And then for my event in Mississauga, I also showed them this Hershey Nugget thing. It was just like a cute little thank you. These would be great for like a baby shower, a wedding shower, maybe a birthday party. Maybe you had, like if you're a demonstrator and you want to give thank you gifts to your customers. This is a great way. It's just a sleeve, and then I did 5 Hershey Nuggets, and then I wrapped them with the twine. Use that ribbon. So just, thanks, Lori. Just a little different way of showcasing some of our products. So for this suite, you can see that I've done a scrapbook page with it. I've created like a variety of cards. I've done 2 different treat holders with it. So it gives you a really versatile idea of what you can do with this suite. So let's just do a recap. I will showcase, these will be on my blog. Not all the projects, some of the projects will be up on my blog, but you can check this video back. I will link this video to my blog. It will be up on YouTube once it's finished processing. Make sure you sign up for my newsletter, because then you will get a recap of the videos we did and some of the projects we made. Plus, it's a great way to find out what we're doing next week. I do have something else quickly to share with you. if you are in London and surrounding areas, I am offering some in-person events. So these are kind of like my online classes. Then I'm going to do some in-person. So here is my upcoming in-person class schedule. We're going to do a kit together class. So if you're interested in that, I need to know no later than by Monday so I can order the kits. We're going to be doing a scrapbook class. We've already got people signed up for that one. I'm excited to get started and get my pictures off my phone. I don't know about you, but I have over 17,000 pictures on my phone I need to get off and put into albums. And then I'm going to do a pop-up studio day, which means you can just come and work on whatever you would like that day. So that's one. Here's the scrapbooking club. So each month we're going to pick one of the scrapbooking workshop kits. So the January will be love stories, February will be exploring nature, and March will be beach time, which I thought will be great because people will be going on holidays. Each month you're going to make a 3 double-page spread. If you join my club, you will get added into an exclusive Facebook group where I will show you an alternative scrapbooking cards with the leftover pieces you have. And then every 3 months you attend, you're going to earn a stamp set valued at $20 as my way of saying thank you. And here is our kits. Maybe you're new to Stampin' Up, not sure about you want to get out, meet other people, craft with other people, socialize with other people. Not really sure if you want to get into all of the ins and outs. Maybe you want to, but don't know where to start. Our kits are a great way to do that. So kit class next Friday night. Come for a couple hours in the evening. We'll enjoy putting a kit together. So the cost of the class is just a kit. You get to pick what kit. We have I think over 20 different kits you can choose from. And if you, by Monday, no later than Monday. And then we will craft together. And then, as I said, on the 24th, I'm going to do a pop-up studio day, which means you get to come work in my studio, in my house, and use just some time to yourself to create. Maybe you want to work on a card kit. Maybe you want to work on scrapbooks. Maybe you have some projects that you want to finish up. It is a great way, and guess what? The best thing is you can be crafting with others. And when we're better together, when there's more of us. And we're all laughing and giggling and enjoying chocolates and snacks and having a great time and forgetting about laundry and groceries and things that you might want to do that day. It's something for you, and I think that is something that we all need to do in 2026. Alright everyone, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Set your alarms. I will be back next Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm excited. My order shipped, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. And make sure you sign up for my newsletter so you know which is the first thing we're going to be doing on Monday. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media, because that's also a way to find out what I'm doing tonight. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye.